Hey everyone, it's Shay again. This is vlog number 2. I hope I'm doing okay so far. Let's just get down to it. I've had a few questions since the first vlog came out, or some repeating questions, so I figured this time would be the time to clarify. One question I get is, what sort of tablet do I use? I have always used an Android tablet of some variety. My first digital device that I started drawing digital art on was actually my Android cell phone back in 2015. And that's what got me into needing something bigger on a grander scale. So when I could, by that Christmas, I end up investing in a Android tablet, which was my first one. It lasted a good 3-4 years before it just couldn't keep up with the artwork that I was doing. So now I am currently using an Android Samsung Galaxy Tab SE, I believe it is. Half the time I can't remember all the additional little letters and numbers that follow it, but you get what I mean. So that is my current tablet. I've had it going on about 2 years now, and is what I currently draw all my art on. Now, to the second question, what programs do I use? No, unfortunately, I currently don't use Procreate. I do dabble with it on my son's iPad, but myself personally, I don't use it totally actively. The main program I do use is the Sketchbook app. When it first came out, it was an app I absolutely loved. And it was run by a company called Autodesk. Now, since then, Sketchbook has left Autodesk, and they are now their own separate company. And even though I still love Sketchbook because it is what I'm familiar with, I do notice that there is some things that I wish were there that are there for iPad users, but not for Android users. Like the hex coloring that was originally on our app when the new transition happened, only it never worked. But I'm hoping it is something that will come later, as well as a blur tool. That would be amazing. The sharpen, just little things that could just help a Sketchbook user intensify what they're already doing. But I still love it. I do find that the predictive line that they used to have, which was basically their stabilizer, is not as proficient as when it first came out. So now, to the second part of the software I now use Ibis Paint X for all my lines. I like the stabilizer in it, and though I don't like coloring in Ibis, and I respect all those that can, it's just I'm too familiar with the Sketchbook app in order to make the transition to full coloring in Ibis. The line art always turns out amazing in Ibis. The stabilizer is really good, and since I had hand surgery last year on both my hands for carpal tunnel, it definitely helps me keep my lines in better control. But do I want to be able to use Procreate and better tools in Sketchbook? Yes, definitely want to be able to do that. Now, a third question I get asked quite often is, why don't I draw on, say, a tablet to a computer or use any of those bigger softwares? Now, the truth is, I've tried. I honestly tried. I bought the Wacom. I have Clip Paint Studio on my computer. I have tried. Downside is, with my age the way I am, translating from being able to visually see my hand doing the actual action versus staring at the screen and seeing your hand, having your hand run independently, I just can't wrap my head around that. And it actually causes me to falter and have a lot of issues. So I do find working on an actual hand contact to screen type tablet great. Because I travel a lot and I visit a lot of family, I need portability. So answers another question of why I don't get something like the bigger computer tablets that actually have the display right there as a touchscreen. It's portability. I don't want to have to take my computer and my tablet around everywhere I need to go in order just to create art. And I don't want to have to transfer files back and forth. I'm a little lazy that way. I digress. But either way, it's those are just some of the main questions I get asked. Now, don't forget, please feel free to drop comments in the comments section with any questions you might have about myself, my characters, of course, within reason. I am pretty open book with it when it comes to a lot of things. How I've learned, my art studies, my art history, anything along those lines. I am open to answer any questions in future vlogs. I'm even probably going to start a series introducing you to some of my personal OCs. So if you have a OC you would like to know more about that is actually out of my speed paints that you have seen, please feel free to drop a comment with their name or brief description, and then I would love to include that in a future video. So for this week and this week's blog, just want to say thank you again, guys, for supporting me. You don't know how much I appreciate that. And if you would like to support me further, I do have a Patreon at www.patreon.com/ShayGoyle. Link is going to be in the description of this video. And as you can see, work is coming along on Beau right now, so his future full speed paint will be up in a couple more weeks. Till then, I just hope you guys have a great day, have a great, wonderful week, and stay frosty. Talk to you guys later. Bye.